it had been in my heart probably 6 or 7 years ago in just talking with pastors that I meet with and pray with every week. We all had a heart for somehow channeling the power of the kingdom through prophetic utterance into a venue like this. Honestly, when we first started thinking about it, we could think of a lot of reasons why we shouldn't. One of them was, well, what's going to happen when a pastor from XYZ church comes up and wonders what we're doing? But we quickly overcame that fear, and we finally just said, we've got to do this. We've just got to do this. So we put a makeshift booth together. We had enough money in our evangelism fund at church to do this. I was able to put enough volunteers together, and our first effort really was the fair 3 years ago, and the results were just way beyond what we ever expected.
And all of a sudden, the things that have been hidden in their heart open up. So they start listening to what is being said about their heart that has been hidden for a long time. And the things that they desire to do, they're being encouraged about. People who have dreams come back the next day and say, well, we talked about my dream last night, and I had one just the night before, and it gave me the answer. So what they needed to hear came from their heart through dreams with just a little bit of encouragement.
It went pretty good. I was pretty amazed. I just came up to a lady and I started talking to her. I felt some very strong feelings about who she was, that she was a strong, motherly kind of person, and that she was able to pull a lot of different things together and to bring unity and that kind of... Anyway, as I began to talk to her, she really began to identify with what I was saying, and she opened up her heart to me, and it was exciting and scary at the same time, because now once I had opened the door of conversation, I'm like, where do I go with this, or what do I say else? And so I sort of had to take a little bit of a pause and just enjoy what God was doing in the conversation. And by the time we ended up, she told me that she was a school teacher for third graders, and that she had just had a review, from her superiors, and that the recognition that she really needed to carry on is one of the elements that I had addressed originally, that she was getting recognition for being who she was, and so that was what had been confirmed the day before for her. So by the time we were done, she goes, "Hey, that's my husband over there. Could you go get him and bring him over?"
One of the things about working in the tent or working in street ministry like this is that you really do not know what's going to come next. The very next person could be a person in desperate need, where you don't talk about anything but their need and pray with them. But there are many people that come to the tent because they're confused about their lives, and they're confused about what they should do with their lives. And we don't tell them what they should do with their lives. We ask God, we pray, and we tell them that this is what we see, and this is what we believe, and this is what we're praying for. And a lot of times, where the thing is not just to get out there and get people prayer, although that is the ultimate goal, and that's what we really want to do. And we pray for a lot of people. But the real thing of it is that we want people to come back so that we'll know that what God is instilling in them and talking to them about is coming true.
Really, I don't consider myself an evangelist, but I just am a person who wants to do the stuff, in the words of John Wimmer. I just want to do the stuff. I want to flow in the power of the kingdom, the love of the kingdom. I want to open people's eyes, and I just want to let them in on the secret that God's in a good mood. He loves them. He's crazy about them. That He has the magnitude of the amazing thoughts that God has toward each one of us they're almost beyond belief. And so I just want people to get a taste for what it's like to know and experience the power, the love of God.
It's helped me see what other people normally can't tell about you, kind of. They see more about you than you know some at times. So it helps you know what other people see in you that you don't at times.
Probably 8. I've been here probably 8 or 9 times. I think I've brought about 20 friends here. All of my friends have really gotten some out of this. Have always thanked me for bringing it. The biggest thing I think that has happened here is one of my friends was really addicted to chewing tobacco, and he decided he was going to quit that night for no reason. And I just kind of pointed it out, and we all were excited about it.
She did a reading on my tattoo.
She read your tattoo? Did it work?
It did. It made me cry.
Did it?
Well, I guess in some ways I'd say I'm living proof that you don't have to be terribly gifted. You have to be a little curious. You do have to be open-minded, and you do have to have a capacity for taking risk. You know, John Wimber spelled faith R-I-S-K. So you do have to have a capacity for taking risk.